want to talk about something that I think about a lot, guys. I've been obsessed with this for a long time, and that's the process of becoming successful at pretty much anything. And I'll make a list of some of the things just to give you an example. And the reason why I'm so passionate about this, well, that's actually a good question. Actually, it's I've never really thought to explain that. Well, number one is because I love coaching, and part of coaching is helping people and mentoring them through a process of, where they don't want to be in their life, and you're helping them to get to where they want to be. And that goes with getting over social anxiety and getting more confident and comfortable around people. That goes with helping my clients to get a girlfriend. That goes to helping my clients to overcome, to stand up for themselves and stop letting people bully them socially. Helping my clients to start their own business, and even in my own journey with building up, getting in shape, and going from being a very skinny guy growing up, being insecure about that, to putting on weight, some muscle, getting leaner, the training, the dieting. Now, I'm just obsessed with that process because, obviously all of us at some point, all of us are not happy with where we are in our life. That's the sad truth. We're not entirely happy with who we are or how we are and how our life is. So that's the start of it that nobody likes. And there's two choices, obviously, from that position, to state the obvious, maybe not for some. Number one is to do nothing about it and just complain and be miserable and just kind of struggle through life and just kind of get what you're given. Or the second option, which is what I obviously prefer, and I know most of you do, is to do something about it and not accept it and fight. Fight for your happiness and to work on yourself, face your fears, challenge yourself, face that fear of not caring about what people think or caring what they think, but living your dreams anyway, or at least trying, even if you fall on your ass and you fail. So I'm fascinated with this process, and sometimes I hate it. I'm human. There's times where I don't want to think about it because it can get you down, but there's times where I love it. I love thinking about it, and I've been thinking about it again today, so I wanted to make a video, articulate my words. I know you'll get loads out of this. I don't always have to do a video and say, right, in this video I'm confidence coach Johnny Berba, I'm coaching today. I do that sometimes. Obviously that's part of being professional, but sometimes just sharing my experience in my life. Now, this is what I want to share. This is the actual coaching tip I do want to give, and it always it doesn't frustrate me, but I feel bad for other people. A lot of people out there, they don't understand the process of going from failure to success, because anytime they've tried in their life, they failed. Like, things haven't gone the way they've wanted it to, or they've never got the result they wanted. Example, let's say they wanted a girlfriend and they never got a girlfriend. Like, every time they tried to date or meet women, it never happened. They didn't get results. So they quit, they give up because it became too painful, and they listened to that inner conversation, which we all have it. It's just a question of how we deal with it. And that inner conversation will say, the reason why you're not getting a certain outcome result in your life is because you're not good enough. You're missing something, there's something wrong. Now, of course, that's not true, but it will still say that, and it's really powerful. When you're on your own, you don't have a mentor, you don't have a group of people to support you and encourage you and tell you what your value is, or to tell you that you are good enough, you can do it. It's hard. It is hard for people, and it's easier sometimes to quit and not have to think about it. So that's another avenue that I'm particularly interested in, because this is an exact point that I've helped so many clients over the years to not give up, and they've actually succeeded. And they were going to quit. They were going to quit at a certain point because it got difficult, it got painful, it gets lonely. Pain, loneliness, isolation, impatience, these are all things that come with it. And a lot of people, I'm not saying everyone, at least in my mind, right? I like to be proven wrong as well. A lot of people simply don't have the courage to speak as openly as I do about this subject, because it will expose you as well. Like, I don't feel it's going to expose me in a bad way, but people generally don't want to admit to their struggles and issues. Most people want to show everyone a perfect life on social media. They want to just show the good bits, and I choose not to do that. Of course, I like to show the good bits, but not always, because that's not reality. You know, no one's life is perfect all the time. Even when I became successful in so many areas of my life, I can't even think of all of them. I need to write them down. But I still had challenges, and I still get challenges today, every day. Well, not every day, but a lot of days there are challenges, and I've dedicated most of my life to helping other people to overcome their challenges. So, you know, and it's still hard sometimes. Like, you'll watch my videos and you'll get a lot of motivation. Like, I'll watch Les Brown's videos, or you might watch David Goggins' videos, or whoever you watch to get motivation, support, encouragement from. And most of these teachers are great. They give you great advice, and it's concrete advice, it's correct, it's honest. But it's still not easy sometimes when you're on your own and you're not listening to the motivational soundtrack with the music in the background, the rocky music, which pumps you up. You can't listen to that 24 hours a day, right? There's a lot of time where you're silent and you're on your own, and when you're with your own thoughts, and it's not always nice up there. It's not always nice up there, regardless of how positive you are. There's a lot of self-criticism, a lot of negative thoughts, a lot of insecurity, a lot of limiting beliefs. And that's the challenge that comes with the process of success. Like I said, that successful process in any area of life. Example, if you want to get over social anxiety, you're going to have to go through these things. That, like, it's a tiresome, challenging process. It's not a quick fix. If you want to get a girlfriend, if you want to get confident with women, you want to get a girlfriend, you want to get a fiance, you want to get married, or you want to go on a date, obviously depending on where you are in your life, but generally speaking, as a beginner, and even as someone who's got more experience, it's not easy. You're going to get rejected. You know, you're going to have self-doubt. Things are not going to work out. Sometimes you meet someone and they like you, you like them, but there are certain circumstances that don't enable you to be together. I've had it. It's heartbreaking. It kills you. Like, not literally, but it's horrible where you meet someone, I've had it, you fall in love with them, but they live in another country, or they can't stay here, and you're not able to work things out, and you both really like each other and you love each other. It's really hard. So these are challenges that come with finding love. Business, very challenging when you're starting a business. Yeah, it can go really well and you start making money and you're helping people, and that's wonderful. But it always has its turn. Just like the market, or just like any market, it crashes. Your business ain't going to go well all the time. Doesn't matter how positive you are. You do everything right. At some point, you're going to be challenged, and those questions are going to be asked. Are you going to quit and throw the towel in, or are you going to stick with it? Back in the day, I always threw the towel in. You guys know about my story. I was a coward for the most part. Then I changed. Later on, I changed the rest of my life. And when I'm dedicated to something and I really want to succeed, I will not quit. Like, it has to take something out of the ordinary to make. I won't quit. Something in me I can't do it. I can't quit. I cannot. You call it pride, masculinity, passion, the desire. I don't know what it is, but I can't quit. I can't allow myself to be weak in that way. I can't do that. So, you know, is it worth it? That's another question. Is it worth going for all this? I personally think, yes, it is worth it, but I think that's for each and every person to find out for themselves. If you're asking me, it is worth it, especially when you value something. Even getting in shape, it's grueling. It's hard. Sometimes see, people might challenge me. Great, challenge me in the box below. Please, speak your own mind. Yeah, there's periods where it is easy. Like, when things are going well in your dating life, it's very easy for me to say to a guy who's negative, where his life ain't going well in dating, mate, it's easy, because it's going well for me. But we all have seasons where it's not going well. Like, when I'm doing well in business, I could say to someone, it's very easy to make money. I'm making money in my business. It's easy. Just be yourself. Just help people. Just close deals. Yeah. But when it's not going well, it's not easy. It's not that easy. It's really tough. You know, same with getting in shape, motivation, losing weight. When it's going well, it's a piece of piss. It's easy. But when it's not going well and you're dealing with mental health, depression, or the weight's not coming off, it's hard, it's very tough. YouTube's the same. When it's going well, it's a piece of piss, easy. People like you, the videos do well, you don't have that, everything's going well. But it can turn very quickly, and YouTube can be, it can be so tough like life. It can be unfair. You put out great content, no one watches it, no views, no comments, no one seems to care about it, they don't appreciate it, and you put everything into it, blood, sweat and tears, you give your heart and soul, and someone else will do a video, a pile of crap, they'll put out something that's got no meaning at all, no value for anybody. Millions of people will view the video. It's completely, it doesn't make any sense. It's like, why would someone value something that's not meaningful, it's not positive, it doesn't do anything for humanity, it's like something negative, but everybody will gravitate and want to watch that versus something that's brilliant, get 2 views. So it's dealing with all these challenges that come with it. But 2 choices, there's always 2 choices. It's your choice to what choice you want to make. You can quit at any moment in time where it gets difficult, or you can see it out and never ever give up, never quit. And when you have that commitment and you have that energy and that enthusiasm, I can't explain everything. I don't know everything, obviously, none of us do, but I do know this for sure. You find a way to make it work. It works out, you do get there, but it takes time. Sometimes it comes quick, sometimes it takes ages, man. I've had certain things that I'm thinking, this feels like I've been at this for years. When is it ever gonna happen? Many of my clients have said that, and they get there in the end. Well, most of them do, right? I'm honest, I tell the truth. Not all of them do, because some do give up, or they give up at a certain point. And there's nothing I can do about that. You can only help someone so much. You can't jump in their body and live for them and make decisions. You can't do that. So I think about this a lot. I'm passionate about it. It's something that I always love listening to other successful people, because they talk about this. They talk about it a lot. David Goggins speaks about it. Les Brown talks about it. Anthony Robbins. So many more. They're just a couple of names. Tyson Fury speaks about it. Bruce. So many, and not just all the top famous names. Like my friends, you guys speak about it. Many people don't speak about it, so it's refreshing to get this conversation out, because some people don't like this conversation, fair enough. So whatever you're trying to achieve at the moment, I hope this is going to motivate you not to quit. That makes me happy. That's part of my passion, to inspire people, motivate them to not quit on their dreams and to face their fear and to keep building momentum and keep learning. Now, obviously, within not quitting, there is a lot that goes into that. That doesn't just mean, it doesn't always mean just keep doing what you're doing, because obviously, wise people, if what you're doing isn't working, sometimes you do have to stop and go, hang on a minute, why is this not working? Maybe you're doing it wrong. Maybe you're doing it completely wrong. And if you don't change it, it ain't gonna work. And that's when you've got to sometimes get a mentor, get help from someone who knows how to do it, who's done it themselves, and can teach you how to do it. But sometimes you are doing everything right, and it's just time. It's because you haven't been discovered yet. Because I've had that. I've had it where 2 different scenarios. One, I'm doing, like, for example, I'm putting YouTube videos out and nothing's really happening, and it's like I could easily say my strategy's wrong. And I sometimes think I'm going to stop, and then when I'm not expecting it, all of a sudden it takes off. Like a video that I've done a year ago, people start watching it because now they're interested in it. So it did work. It was just it took time. I was being impatient. But there has been a scenario where I've done things that are not working in the gym training, and then I realized that I'm doing it wrong. And I need to get the knowledge from someone who knows more than me, and I'll ask a friend or a personal trainer, and they'll say, the reason why you were failing, because your approach was wrong, you're making a mistake, and this is how to do it right, and then I'll put it right. So it's having the guts to have the courage to admit that you're wrong, and to put it right, get advice from someone who knows how to do it, being open, being willing to correct your mistakes. So there's so much that goes into this. That's why I love this conversation. And I feel like I've not even got like 100% of this out. This just feels like 10%. But there's a lot within what I've said, and I hope it makes sense, because it makes so much sense to me and to the people that I'm passionate about working with and helping. But I do realize that like how big the world is, it's quite a small niche or niche of people that like what I'm saying and like my message, and they want the coaching, they want the confidence coaching, and that's fine. I've accepted that. Sometimes I find it hard to accept that because I feel like everybody should at least be interested in it, but they're not. Everyone's got their own interests. That's fine. So yeah, I want to say this as well. See, when you quit, sometimes it's a relief because it's like, oh, at least I haven't got to deal with that. But then where do you go then? Like, if your dream is to get a relationship with the right person, if you quit on that, then where can you go from there? Or if your dream is to get in shape and you've always been overweight and you've always wanted to look great, and you start working out and you don't get in shape and then you quit, where do you go from that? You've got to live with the consequences of not being happy because you haven't achieved what you, and it's not always about the material assets. And this sounds cheesy, but it's the person that you become by going through that process and achieving that, and also failing at that as well. And see, that's for me what people don't talk about a lot. People love success. Yeah, things go well, you get things you want. But for me, success is a person, a man or a woman, who tries with all their heart, is failing, but they've got a good attitude, even when they're hurting and it's, you know, frustrating. They don't quit. They still keep going. That is the ultimate toughness of character for a man or a woman to have, of any age, any background. Because that's a choice. That's choosing to be strong when it's not easy. It's a lot easier to choose to be weak in the sense of giving up and not continuing because it doesn't come when you want it, or because you don't like the rejections. Your ego doesn't like it, or you know, it makes you feel insecure. You get upset. So there's so much that goes into it. Anyway, let's end it here. I'll save some energy and I'll speak more on this. But yeah, this can be applied to anything. Social anxiety, speaking to women, getting a girlfriend, making money, business, getting in shape. That's why I like this principle. Now, for those of you, try and be more open-minded. Don't, because sometimes you guys just think, oh, all I talk about is how to get confident with women. It's so much more than that. That's not really my message. That's just a part of it. It's about overcoming your fears. It's about building confidence. It's about going for it, sometimes failing and accepting that. Now, you're not going to succeed at everything as well. It's not like I've succeeded at everything. Many things that I've done that I'm just not gifted at, and somebody else is. That's fine. But you have you got the guts though to go through the process, because many don't do it. They don't, like, I can understand, I don't agree with some people, everything I've said, they don't believe it. They don't believe that someone can come from nothing and achieve something, because they've never done it before, and when they've tried it's been difficult, or their mind can't fathom that. So I don't argue with someone like that. It's going to be a waste of time. That's what they believe. I know what is true based on what I've experienced, what clients have done, my clients, my friends, people that I look up to, mentors. You can do it, but it's the guts to keep going and learn and make changes, or to be patient. All right, hope you enjoyed it. Like, share, let me know in the box below this resonated, you've been thinking about it. Where are you on your journey with your process of achieving what you want to achieve? It doesn't have to be with women, guys. Don't be narrow-minded. It can be in any area of getting in shape. That's why I put different videos out. For me, that's what being a confidence coach is, giving you confidence in all areas of life, all right? Fearless.